Hi guys, it's Sherry. Today we are going to be working on a glass, and this time I am going to be using this silk screen, which I think is absolutely fun and I am loving it. And this is from Create Along. So what I did was I took my white pearl clay and I added a little bit of black to it, and it gave me this gorgeous silver. So I rolled it out to my middle section on my pasta machine. And I am just going to take my silk screen and going to lay it down. I'm just going to kind of rub it in place and make sure it's there nicely. And then I am going to take, I have metallic pearls, I have metallic paint. So this is all acrylic, but it is a metallic colors. And I'm just going to kind of put little dots. I'm going to get my squeegee, and then I am just going to go straight down. Get my tile. And then I am going to get my blow dryer. I'm going to blow dry this. Okay, I know it's dry. And then I am going to lay my silk screen down again very carefully. Press it into place. And I can actually take my purple and reuse this because it's mainly all purple. Okay, now rinse out your silk screen right away so it doesn't get ruined. All right, so I'm gonna do the same thing to the back side, and then when I'm finished, I will come back. All right, guys, so now my piece is completely dry. It's ready to go. I absolutely love the way it looks. I mean, look how beautiful. How gorgeous is that? Absolutely gorgeous. Oh, so pretty. All right, so let me get this out of the way. Bring your glass over, wipe your glass nice and clean, and then just place your clay on there. Try to get a straight line if you can. So pretty. I love the colors on this. It's definitely going to be a fun glass. You see, I'm just kind of pulling it as I go. And then I will adjust my top as I need to. Because this is on the middle section of my pasta machine, it does give you that little bit of stretch that you need to make sure that it goes around the cup properly. Okay, so here you can see where the edge is. So take your blade and just follow that edge. And you see how nice that goes together then? And just push your clay together. Straight cut there. Try not to rub it too much because you do not want to rub that metallic paint, or you don't want to rub the paint at all. So just kind of get your rolling pin and just roll it together. If you can't get it together nicely with your fingers, and then that will secure it for you without ruining your paint. And then we will put this over the top. And then slowly start bringing this up. We're going to cut off all those rough edges. Where's my... It's a little off. So still an air pocket there. There we go. Okay. And then we will take our blade. Look for air pocket, or yeah, look for any air bubbles. And I think we are pretty good here. Looks like a can for how shiny. Okay guys, so my next step is I want to make a little centerpiece for this, and I found this little like bird with sun rays. So I am just gonna press this into my clay, and I want to kind of get that in there real well. Get like a good impression on that. And then see if I can pull it up. There we go, perfect. Cut that out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this purple paint glitter and this green blue glitter to really decorate this, because I think that will bring this piece out completely. So I need my little paintbrush. Let me see. Actually, you know what? I'm going to try this because I think I'll be able to pick the glitter up better with this. Yeah. So we're just going to kind of go back and forth with our colors. And let's just kind of rub that around. And I'm just going to kind of glitter the sides here. Look how beautiful that looks. So pretty. So I just want to wipe my hands off because I don't want glitter all over my piece here. And I'm going to go right here for my middle. Wipe my hands. Just press down. And then I'm going to put this in my oven at 275 for an hour, and then we will come back and finish our glass up. All right, guys, so my piece is out of the oven. We're ready to resin, and I'm actually going to be doing 2 cups in this video because I did this gorgeous cup and I also did this gorgeous cup. So I am going to resin them together, and you'll see this on both videos. You're probably wondering what this tape is here. So I have been taking notice that all my glasses that I do, when the resin cures, it is on top of my glass here. And I don't want the resin on my glass because when I place a top on it, so this will come with something like this, it sometimes sticks up further than I would like. So I am going to try something new. And what I am going to do is I am taking my resin tape and I am just placing it on top of here. So let me cut out 2 pieces quick. And then I am going to set these right on top of here. That will cover the glass part. Let me get it a little bit further out. So I just want to make sure that that glass is covered. So I'm doing this on both sides. And then I am just taking a pair of scissors and trimming it as close as I possibly can. And this way, I'm kind of hoping that the resin will stay off the glass and I can remove this very easily. And then I just want to make sure that it's stuck on the glass, which it is, and we should be good to go. So now I use my art resin, and then it says to stir it for about 3 to 4 minutes. So I stirred it up. You can see how bubbly it is, and that's because I stir fast. But I'm not going to worry too much about that because we're putting a thin coat on, and then I will heat seal it afterwards. I'm sorry. And then I will use a heat gun to make sure no bubbles are on there afterwards. So put on your gloves. You may use a paintbrush if you like. I am going to just use my fingers because that's how I go about it. So I'm just going to kind of clean this off a bit. And then I am going to take my finger, just dip it right into the resin, and then start rubbing it all over. And this is very simple because there's no real nooks and crannies anywhere. It's all flat, so it makes it very easy to put on. I made about, this is 1/2 ounce, which should be more than enough for 2 cups. So just put that all the way down. And look how shiny that's getting already. How beautiful. Make sure I go all the way around. Put that off to the side. Always have your little clay mat because you can see I have this laying down now, and it is very simple to turn my piece and make sure I get all my areas. Okay, so now I'm going to put this one off to the side for the time being. And I will start on this one. I'm going to get right to the top first. And then I'm going to work my way around my piece. And I just love this. I think this is so beautiful. The colors came out so cool. And this one I do have to kind of get into here to protect my glitter. So I want to make sure I'm getting inside all those little crevices. So this particular one, we're going to have to keep an eye on a little bit more because that is going to eventually drip out. So we need to be careful with that one. I'm going to lay this straight down. And just make sure you got it all. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is I want to put this one off to the side. I am going to bring this over. I'm going to set that down. And then I'm going to take off one of my gloves. Put that right in the trash. And then I want to put my heat gun on these to pop all those bubbles. Okay, so you will notice if you use a heat gun, it is going to make it a little bit more flowing. So your glaze or your resin is actually going to get drippier, I guess you could say. So what I want you to do is, let me take this glove off. What I want you to do is just check on this about every half hour, and then you're going to put a new glove on and just swipe around the top. And then that should kind of keep it from puddling. So that's my plan. So when these are all cured and ready to be used, we'll come back and I'll show you the end results. Okay guys, so my piece is completely sealed. It's ready to be taken apart, and I already did one of them, and I want to show you quickly how to remove this. So basically what I did with the other one was I kind of cut part of it. Let me just stick that there. And you can see there is a little bit stuck on there, which is okay. So I ended up just kind of taking my blade and very carefully going around and getting those rough edges off. And you want to do this very, very careful because it's not on the glass necessarily, but a little bit. So you just want to kind of go across and make sure it's off the glass completely. And then this is kind of rough, so I'm just going to get sandpaper. And then I'm just going to take my water and kind of get my sandpaper pretty wet. And normally I would do this like right in my sink, but to show you guys, I'm just going to do it right here. And then I'm going to take my glass upside down and just go right around. And that's going to start to smooth the very top out completely. We're not worried about the glass part, obviously. We just want to make sure all that epoxy is nice and smooth on the top. Then I'm going to take my sandpaper and just kind of go around the edge. And you'll see all that roughness just easily comes right off. now everything is starting to get really nice and smooth. If you have like a little sharp area, just carefully go around it and then sand it. And this way was actually much easier than the last way that I did it, because now nothing is on the glass, and it took a total of maybe 3 minutes to kind of get everything nice and smooth. And that's it. And then we just wash it. We'll put the lid on and our glass will be ready. And look how gorgeous. We have this beautiful outside, and then the inside is just as beautiful. So I really hope you guys enjoyed that, new experiment with the sticky tape on top. And I hope you enjoyed creating this cup with me. And if you did, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.